Good afternoon, students. In today's session, we will discuss about inclusive education, concept, meaning of inclusive education. But before understanding what inclusive education is, we need to go through some basic understanding of its background. Like, education is the main source of an individual's journey towards self-reliance and independence. So, to fulfill the different needs, proper education and fundamental right of an individual learner, appropriate education system must be designed and organized accordingly. Child is nation's concern. Nation's concern, since he or she is the future citizen of the country. So any nation's development depends upon the development and contribution made by its citizens. It doesn't depend on the special features regarding the ability, disability, ethnic character, or even language spoken. So the country is absolutely responsible for each and every child and individual's health, happiness, achievement, contribution, safety, and success, which is possible if care is taken to educate the children. So it is very important to take care the education of children to ensure that every child is included, no child remains excluded. So the very significant and valuable areas of education and social policy is inclusive education. Let's understand this by understanding its historical perspective globally and in India. Inclusive education is a new approach towards educating the child with and without disability under the same. Remember, with or without disability under the same. It requires to take care of learning needs of all children with a specific focus on those who are vulnerable to marginalization and exclusion. It helps all learners to learn together, access to common educational setup, be it preschool, schools, and community education with proper support services. Flexible education system which takes care of various types of learners and their needs can fulfill these requirements. All the children, disabled, non-disabled, rich, poor, are the future citizens of our country. So they all have equal right to education. So it is important to know and understand historical roots and evolution of inclusive education, both at national level and international level. The international movement towards inclusive education. Inclusive education has its roots in the disability movement. Remember, inclusive education has its roots in the disability movement. So there are some milestones towards inclusive education which needs to be discussed because they are very important. In 1948, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, okay, Article 26, which is mentioned in Article 26. International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights was held in 1966. The World Programme of Action concerning disabled persons.